Then we have audio. And we're
Hello.
live. G'day.
Hello.
Welcome to the Tatts and Tarrasques Underdark Pirates. After a bit of a hiatus, a bit of a slowdown, perhaps a bit of a stone down, as last we left our heroes. They were dealing with a drow priestess turned Medusa in the environs of the Underdark, to near the town of Blingdenstone, to be exact. And they'd made their way here through much trepidation through the Underdark. We have the party, and do you want to? It's because it's been a couple of weeks. Thorendir, do you want to describe yourself in your current state?
Yes,
Very
well,
hard.
I would love to do that. No, continue.
To a roaring start.
Well, my dear friends, Captain's log. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, if you know what I'm saying. I am very stony. Some would say 2 stoned. Some would say 3 stoned. Some would say 4. And I am all stoned. I'm stoned. I can't move. I can't. Help me, Dad. I'm stuck here.
Daddy, please.
Daddy, please.
Daddy chill.
Daddy, chill.
It was pretty much giving this Medusa a royal spanking till he got too confident and teleported up because he got a free magical teleport from Winfred and looked her straight in the eyes and instantly turned to stone. His hubris, once again, being the downfall of a Grimsbane.
Once again. So we see this short dwarf stone statue. Are you in a particular pose?
Oh, flipping her off.
Oh, that's
Teleported
right.
while flipping her off, yeah.
That's right. We pan across the room and see, or to the back corners of the room, cowering behind a bear that I believe is sort of glowing with light and magic.
I got 2 Winfreds.
There is the other Thorendir.
That isn't actually cowering. That's just old age shakes. He's basically just kind of like, at that point the rheumatism's kind of kicked in, so his hands don't really.
The Parkinson's.
Yeah. The hands don't work no good anymore.
The poisons.
Thorendir is right now in a bird body, aka Pauly's body. He's quite confused by it because he's never been more aroused, because he now has the ability to look at his own butt quite frequently.
Oh, but he can't because it's behind him. The real curse.
That's exactly it. Correct. So what curses this bird body has given him? He has found some blessings. So he's found that ray of sunshine in the darkness that is being trapped in an Aaraockra body. Is the ability to look at the real hair of the Grimsbane fortune.
Found that ray of darkness from whence the
There
sun
he is.
shineth not. And
now that those cheeks are stone, they really clap. Okay.
Yeah, fucking so hard you could set a watch to him.
Pauly has aged 20 years. Oh, was it 30 years?
It's like 40 years.
20 years.
20 years.
Because Aaraockrans do not have a very long lifespan. Those 20 years are very, very hard on his body, and he is very, very old. Also, due to that rapid aging, he has gone senile and believes that he is one of his good friends, Thorendir.
yes, after interacting with a gnomish spectre, he was shocked, so shocked that he aged sort of 30 years in a day, and it looks like he's sort of on the edge of his limits in terms of his life expectancy. To top that all off, the darkness and the madness of the Underdark have certainly put into Pauly's head that he is Thorendir. As not the first time that madness has reared its head. If you remember in Sloop de Loop, a bout of madness overtook him at the same time. Perhaps related to the events that took place in Sloop de Loop. We'll never know. We also see Winfred, the aforementioned bear, shining with light, fighting off against a drow made of stone. And then in the far corner of the room, we see a Githzerai. You tell me.
Just a Gith.
I
Just
think
a
it's just a gift. Yeah.
It's a Githzerai.
We don't use labels.
Exactly. He's just a Gith.
And what does he look like?
Gith.
What does he currently look like?
Currently, he is staring at his feet and just wailing blindly.
He just
towards-
muttering away.
towards what he assumes is the bitch.
What I'm imagining, Dylan, is he's actually just doing a really sick JoJo's pose.
Yeah,
But that
looking
because of that
down.
JoJo's pose, yeah, he's actually not looking at them while his stand is just fighting. So he's just like bent all the way backwards. So his hack, eyes are up, actually staring up at the ceiling.
Nah, the one that I imagine is he's got his arms crossed, but he's staring down. And leaning
yes.
really hard back. So he's sort of just staring at his own nipple. Yeah, that's
Which is
the angle
definitely
you're
perky.
going for. Yeah, it's rock hard. The nipples made eye contact with her, so they're hard.
They are auspiciously erect.
If you look at my camera real quick, if you look down here,
I saw the kitty.
I saw the kitty.
there's a fluffy tail.
Yeah. Yeah, should pick her up later. Show us to it.
I'm gonna wait for her to come to me. She's still getting a little bit.
Used to it all. That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
I'm just gonna.
She just ate, so she does not give a fuck about me anymore.
Oh, those little monsters.
I'm just gonna put a picture in the Tatts and Tarrasques group on Facebook for you to all see. This is how I assume it is. So we continue with this chamber to set the scene. The adornments would be in here. Would be more at home in a drow city. Spider-themed tapestries, fine zirkwood furniture, and racks of expensive clothing fill the area. Most of it old and rotted. The skittering of spiders on the different balconies. Cobwebs in the corners and so on. In front of the zirkwood throne that this lady seems to have fashioned for herself stands the figure of an elven wizard, thumb raised as if in agreement. Like he's just smashed that like button. His features appear to be made of an onyx stone. But in the corner of the chamber, a female drow backs up into the corner above the wardrobe. She crouches, eyes darting, looking for exits past Raynon. Her white hair writhes, the pale snakes hissing at him. She speaks, her voice cutting through the sound of the combat and the spiders. Enough of this. I will leave. Stand aside, and I'll free the male. It's not too late for him.
But if I were to kill you, I would free them all.
Will you take that chance?
Absolutely.
There was the out, boys. There was the out, and just like old times, we sailed past it without ever seeing it.
We didn't sail past it. We blew past it at like 300 kilometers an hour. Just like, oh, that was it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we started this fight with me screaming, "Turn me back into my dwarf body, you spooky bitch." So I mean, DM Daddy keeps giving us beautiful RP moments that we then fucking like apparently ruin immediately.
All
right.
right. Just punched her in the face about 400 times earlier. So
Yeah, he certainly did. And she's not looking great. She's looking somewhat bloodied. But we continue the combat then with Pauly.
Right. Pauly did see, yeah, he was up there, so he would have seen where she went. And remembering that Thorendir, because Thorendir, as far as I recall, did say don't look at her. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking literally just blindly charge in, and just not even look. Just have like Talon out like this, and just go like this, and just try and
God.
fucking wave it. So use my bonus action to just fucking fly the whole distance up
Reynolds
to
dead.
here, and then just try fucking pierce her into the wall.
Okay. So you're going to be a roll with disadvantage. But yeah, you're able to dash, fly your way over there through the room. Cobwebs kind of collecting on your decrepit feathers as you fly, and an attempt to sort of corner her with Reynard.
17.
17 will hit.
Beautiful.
Now you get sneak attack because you've got old mate next to you. So
I'm
that's
gonna reroll. I'm gonna reroll one of those 3d6 for the piercing. The piercer.
Yep.
Fate.
Fuck. Doesn't matter. No change. 19.
Okay. 19. Okay, and that's your full action,
Me.
bonus action, etc. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this one?
I might move 5 feet back. That's pretty much all I do, though.
No point.
Nah. Fuck it. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. He's just kind of fucking jumped in there. Yeah.
And then hit a hard U-turn at the end.
Sorry.
Were you fully stoned already, Thorendir?
Yeah, man, I got a 4 on a fucking con check or something and instantly stoned.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought it took time.
We've
It
all rolled
does,
for
but
at some point
does,
and been
and
instantly stoned.
If you roll for it, and if you roll under a certain amount, like below the DC, it happens like instantly.
Right. Okay.
But if you only if you're close, it's not as bad, right?
Right. Yep. Okay.
Sorry, just gonna go.
Yeah, mate. I did not pass go, and I did not collect $200.
All right, the statue that's sort of attacking Winfred here is going to slam into him. I think he's raging. He certainly is. But it's not too bad. Okay. What's she doing? All right, the snake hair sort of lashes out at you, Reynard.
Yep.
Now it is going to have advantage because you're not watching her, especially not her hair. Oh. Ooh. That's a crit.
Nice.
So you take 8 piercing damage.
Oh.
It's not too bad.
No, that's perfectly fine by me.
And 29 poison damage.
Can I do anything here? I can cast. Wait. She crits, so shield doesn't do anything. I was gonna pop shield.
Will that negate the regular damage? Just not the poison damage?
No,
Or
shield
no?
raises your AC.
Shield AC by 5. Take me to a 22, but it's a crit, so it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't matter.
Do I have anything else?
Is it going to drop you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, that's 8 HP more than
Well, you actually might be
my
fucked here.
total.
Oh yeah, I told you that was the out, and we
We
missed
didn't
it.
take it.
Yeah. Well then.
Well, I'm glad Kate's in the chat. So another game after this, Kate. This might be a quick one. All right. So Reynard, you drop to the floor, and Pauly, her attention turns to you. I mean, your head's turned. You're not looking where she's at, so you don't see sort of a small knife that's she's palmed into her hand, and she reaches out to try and get you.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna shank him.
She's gonna try and shank him.
Did I take?
I'll probably die. I only have 4 health.
Did you take patient defense?
I'm not sure if I did last session. I was taking it every round.
That's an excellent point. We'll get back to that. You know what? Well, when we get to your turn, we'll roll some dice to determine whether you did or not.
Okay.
The dagger comes out and strikes you, Pauly, doing 3 piercing damage.
Yep, I'll uncanny dodge that.
Okay.
So that's down to 1.
All right, Reynard. How about give me a? Let me roll a d20. All right. Give me a. How many key points do you have left?
I mark them off as soon as I use it.
Yeah. So are you
I've
out
got
of them
none
now?
left now.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I would have marked one off at the end last.
Yeah. All right. Give me an. This is gonna be an acrobatics check. And if it's above a certain amount that I've just rolled, then I'll allow it to I'll essentially re-roll her attack to non-crit. Oof.
Fine. Wait, do I? I'll grasp it. Do I have an inspiration? I need to check. Do I have an inspiration? Streamlets. Should have an inspiration.
Yeah, I actually haven't been tracking those on this.
'Cause I haven't been using them. I've just been banking them. So I should have a few.
Only pending. There is a bardic inspiration here. Oh, it's for Pauly.
No. Let's have a look in mine. I do have a Ymir inspiration.
I'll allow it.
All right. Well, let's.
Yeah, you ready for another
Hail
one,
Mary
boys?
Pass! 16. That is a 22.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay. So yeah, I'll allow the patient defense, which means she didn't have advantage. So I'm gonna essentially just re-roll her attack.
Yeah. So I'll put my HP back at full.
Oh, boom, look at that. Double crit. Take 40 damage.
Back at what it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was full.
Oh no, is it another crit?
That's a 1.
Oh, a crit fail. How them tables be turning. Sometimes you get up and you got a head full of snakes, and then next time you wake up, they're just lizards. Lizard heads.
All right. I'm glad
All lizard hands.
so glad that I had enough banked up to just save something there. But I got nothing left. If that happens again, I'm fucked.
Guys,
Well-
we're holding on to this campaign with fucking hope and a prayer here, boys.
Absolutely.
It's your turn, Reynard.
Okay. Reynard is going to Arms of the Astral Self at disadvantage.
Why don't you want to look at her? So rude. Because it would have been a crit.
Yeah, it absolutely fucking would have.
11 is not enough, I'm afraid.
All right. And then I also get an extra attack.
So you get 2 regular attacks and 1 bonus action
All
attack.
right. Yep. Well, let's throw it again.
If you don't have any key points, you still get 3, I think.
That's a 12
12.
to hit instead.
12's not going to do it. You're getting closer, though.
And
17. Oh, 13.
13.
11,
Still getting
12,
closer.
13. Are you kidding me?
I guess Dylan / Reynard is just trying to find out exactly where her AC is. Unfortunately,
Helping for the Yeah, he's getting that. He's just
He's
zoning in on it.
he's one mura too short.
Oh,
That's right.
Muda.
Mura. It's always the fourth mura that actually hurts them.
Yeah, again.
All right. What have we got? Warhammer.
Oh, g'day there, mister.
G'day, Bucko.
Oh, we got
Can't
him.
hear you. Can't hear you if you are talking.
Hang on.
There we go.
Really well.
We heard you.
We can hear
Oh,
you.
we heard you?
It's your turn.
Right.
You can hear the clamoring of combat up above.
Actually, I'm gonna turn my video off, but you guys
Yeah,
still be
that's-
able to hear me if I'm not on video?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, boys. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm about half an hour from home, but I'm gonna scoot down. So
That's all good. Reynard almost died, but he didn't, so it's okay.
yeah.
It's
usual then.
Excuse me. I'm on higher HP than you.
All right. And it's Winfred's turn. So I believe Winfred is still fighting against one of these drow statues that have come to life. And he's probably, most likely, just going to whack it with his hammer. Sounds like you're under 10 different types
You
of
sound all
water.
muffled.
Nah, sorry, it's not working, dude.
Can't hear you.
Yeah. When you do come through, it sounds really muffled / underwatery.
Alright, how about now?
Oh, that's
way
good.
better.
That's way better. Yeah, chuck a headphone in, dude.
I just disconnected it from my car, so
Okay, there we go. That's way
I
better.
can still run it through my phone. It's just fine.
Yeah, cool. Easy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna whack it with a hammer.
Cool.
Am I still in?
Yes, I believe so. You are still enraged.
Does anybody remember which rage I'm in?
Teleport rage.
Teleportation.
Teleport rage. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
might even yell out to you to say, "Come help."
thank you. I'm just gonna give her fucking what for. And Timmy, did you say you were gonna yell to help out?
Yes, that we need you.
I'm gonna smack her in the head, and then I'm gonna yell back out. I'm a little busy at the moment.
You went all buggy there.
Yeah, maybe don't
Yeah.
yell at the guy.
It's all busy at the moment.
Oh,
Okay.
he's a little busy at the moment. You hear his voice horribly distorted as he phases in and out of existence, or
perfect.
phases in and out of this plane of existence. But he levels a big old smack against the drow statue. First one does not hit. Second one, big old ragey. Let's go. Also does not hit. Oh my god, these guys are really hard to hit.
Fuck man, how hard is it to hit a rock?
Exactly. Well, your hammer swings are hitting into it, but they're sort of cracking into and only leaving sort of superficial damage onto the statues. The sort of frozen in horror face kind of just turns slightly to look at you, showing no expression whatsoever as sort of flecks of this black stone are chipped off, but you've done no sort of real damage to the.
I'm just gonna be like,
Now, I believe with your teleportation, you can still teleport somewhere. If you would like to leave this.
yeah. I'm just gonna peace out from this statue. Literally throw gang signs and then teleport up to that platform that the others are on.
Yeah. So you teleport up there, up near the Thorendir statue, the dark elf the other dark elf statue with the thumbs up, Thorendir with his middle finger extended.
And I'm just gonna scream out at the same time too. The second I say, like the second I hear the teleport thing, you just go, "Don't look at the crazy bitch."
I immediately cover my eyes.
Okay.
And my turn there.
End your turn in cower mode. As you do, you can hear spiders skitter up to you. a swarm of spiders, to be exact, and they start
Yeah.
climbing all over you and biting you. That is a crit.
What the hell is with your what is with your rolls this fight? I remember
Mate.
last session it was the same thing.
You want rolls like this? You've this to subscribe to the channel, and that actually costs money to do on Twitch, but you can do it for free on YouTube. So this is why Thorendir's rolls are going to be getting better as soon as I don't actually have him in the initiative order, so I'm going to have him go next because I think I deleted him. I'm sorry, Thorendir.
No.
So
I'm here.
normally you would take 25 piercing damage, but obviously because you are raging, you're going to take half that, so 12.
12?
Yeah. Thorendir, you are stoned. What's going on in your mind? Just give us a little check-in, a bit of an "Are you okay" day, kind of.
Yeah, look, it's a bit. Thorendir's thinking about his whole life and how none of this is his fault. And he just doesn't understand that he will turn to stone, that he's been a master of stone and now his life has come to this, and how it all went wrong. And he's beginning to think like maybe he shouldn't have jumped up and teleported and flipped off a Medusa by looking her directly in the face. Or maybe it was, everyone else that was wrong.
Am I out of touch?
Deep in his heart, more he hears his companions, his men that he's given his word to getting quite viciously attacked, and how that he would do anything to help them. And he begins a silent prayer to his boy Muradin one last time.
All right. Give me a religion check.
Okay. Sorry, just before that, I was actually in the wrong Thorendir Grimsbane character.
That's right, because you play him for a couple of campaigns, don't you?
No, it was a copy of one that he wasn't in a campaign. I'm like, why is none of this working? Okay. Religion.
Oh, she'll appear in a mirror.
Will a 19 do?
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Nice roll.
Very nice roll.
Yeah. You feel some of the stones start cracking, or you can kind of feel some movement on you, but you are still restrained. You're still sort of stuck in there. You can feel it starting to loosen. Muradin, you hear sort of the clang of hammer on anvil, the chipping of stone carver that Muradin is. And you can sort of feel a bit of divineness inside you.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll leave that there for now.
being cracked, can my mouth open?
No, firstly, it's actually around your hand. So around the hand that's flipping the bird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's crumbling. There's a lot of energy in that pose.
And in fact, Winfred, because you've turned away, you're not looking at the Medusa, at the Drow priestess. You can see sort of the stone kind of falling away, and underneath is something glittering, where Thorendir's hand is giving the finger.
Oh?
Pauly.
Right. Pauly's going to do what Pauly does best and just start stabbing. I'm just hoping to make a I'm literally going to just be like this. They're going, yeah.
Stabbing's what Paulies do best.
Yes. 10. I've got bardic inspiration on the Streamloots thing.
Yep.
Is that a thing?
Use
Can I use that?
Do you? Oh yeah, from Kate. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you can add a D6.
D8 it says.
It's a D8 bardic.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Kate's was a regular. It's a D6.
Yeah, Kate's is a D6.
Looking at them here.
Oh, I've got a card saying D8 Bardic Inspiration. I'll just take Kate's one then. Done.
Yeah, or you can play yours if you want to play the card. That's fine.
All right, I'll do mine because mine's a bit higher. I'll play it. I would play it. So
yeah, Katie doesn't want your dirty D6.
I do. I would love it, and I will use it at another point. Thank you very much, Kate. But I just need a little bit extra to hopefully do something. 15.
Hey.
A 15 will hit.
Oh, thank God.
See, Raydod was finding her AC.
And I'm just going to re-roll one of those sneak attack damage ones, so I can chuck in some more damage there.
Now, you needed to roll that attack with disadvantage, by the way.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Because you're not looking at her.
All right, cool. All good. I'll roll another d20. Oh, actually, I was rolling another attack, weren't I? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
15.
cool. Yeah, still effective.
Okay.
So you re-rolled one of the ones, and that is a 5. So we add +4, so that's 22 damage total.
Yep. 22 damage for that.
She's not looking good, but she is still standing.
And then I'm gonna 1 second, just to make sure I'm doing this correctly. It's been a while. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna stab with my Dagier, and then I'm gonna just jump away.
Mm-hmm. So roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. 9.
Not going to cut it.
Nope. I'm just gonna go back here.
So you fly back. Obviously, with your special ability, after you make attacks, you're able to sort of disengage for free, or you don't trigger opportunity attacks, I believe.
If I attack that creature.
Yeah. Cool. The drow statues sort of lumber their way up the stairs.
That one's dead, if I remember correctly. Smashed to pieces.
Yeah, there's one.
Makes sense.
To pieces,
Just
you say.
To pieces. Yeah. Remember, I kissed it on the hand as it died, and I said, "A beauty like that does not deserve to be treated that way."
That was right. Yes.
It was really beautiful. And,
Sorry, guys. We have cat cam.
Cat cam.
I managed to get her. I got her on the bed
Hey.
with the toy.
There she is. Looks like she's playing with the D8s.
She's playing with a bird.
I have to be unless Lana took it with Nami. Yeah, she did. Damn. But we have to be. We have the cactus too.
Dude,
The cactus is dead. Look at that fucking thing.
The bird is like
Holy-
Eddie used to fucking love it. Nala before Eddie loved it. Every cat I've ever had has loved the bird. So I went down to Pet Barn yesterday. I'm sorry, Dan, for derailing.
That's fine.
I went to and just got it. And it was great.
In response for you to derailing, the drow priestess is going to again attack you with her snake hair.
Great.
Mate, I can't make this shit up, so I have to reveal it every time I roll. That's a crit.
Fuck's sake, again.
Now, you didn't take patient defense last turn because
No, I
you
couldn't
were
because I
full on
ran out.
attacking. Yep. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 piercing damage, and then 22. Is it? No,
Are we
24
alive?
poison damage.
No.
What are we on?
Oh my god. So 24 plus 7 is 31.
1 HP. Ooh.
2 HP.
As you sort of feel the snakes bite into you, sort of their poison coursing through your physical form, you hear her whisper, "You should have taken my offer." And she also tries to stab you with the dagger that she was stabbing Pauly with.
Oh no!
That is fine.
23 to hit for 8 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm down. Damn it. If it was a 22, I would have survived.
She slides off the the wardrobe, leaving Reynard sort of lying up there, slashed open, coughing up blood, his eyes going dark, and she looks to you, Pauly, and says, "You will be mounted and stuffed on my throne." Reynard, please.
I don't mind a good stuffing. Ha ha!
That's it. I'm like, I would say something right about now.
There's your D20. Oh, wait. String term requested
So that-
for
is it-
evaluation /
isn't
roll
it-
1d20.
Oh, next one. That's right. Yeah, next turn.
I can't roll a d20 / roll 1.
Flash roll space. 1d20.
Yeah, / roll space
20.
1d20. Ah, now it works. Cool.
Oh, that's right. Private because it's a death save. Good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Winfred.
I want to. It's going to sound really weird for a second, but hear me out. I want to, with one hand covering my eyes, point at the Medusa, point at the Gorgon, with my hammer. And says, "Hey, no one stuffs my colorful chicken except me!" And then I want to leap forward and smack her with my hammer. And then I want to blink to the other side of her and do like an uppercut where her head lands. So I sort of do like a 1-2 punch from either side with my teleport.
That's sick. That's sick.
Absolutely. So we
Timmy, can you roll for me, please?
I guess it'd probably be easier if Dan did.
yeah, I got
Oh,
it. That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, can you roll for me, please? Sorry, I thought you was.
That's all right. Warhammer. With disadvantage because you're not looking at her.
Yeah, all right, that's fair enough.
Unless you're telling me otherwise.
Look
I
at it.
mean, am I? No, I don't want to look at her, so I'll take the disadvantage.
All right. The first attack, though, you sort of charge at her. But like you're in slightly the wrong direction, and your warhammer just smashes into the wardrobe behind her, and then you blink, sort of disappear, and then reappear, right next to her though, and swing the hammer around and actually clock her with it, doing 12 points of damage.
Fuck yeah, good job.
I can't believe it actually worked.
What can we just theatrically say that like Reynard's body just like fucking topples off the wardrobe because he smashed it into pieces?
Falls into the wardrobe. Like the doors are still somewhat intact, but he's knocked off the top of the wardrobe. Reynard
like,
just falls in.
Yeah, his astral hands are just sticking out of the fucking door.
And Winfred yells at the wall, like arms up. I can't believe that worked. Like because he's got his eyes closed. Thorendir, the stone around your hand. Which hand were you flipping the bird with? Left or right?
Right hand.
Okay. So the stone around your right hand starts cracking away, and you don't see this, but Pauly, you do. All of a sudden, it's almost like if you remember, there was sort of dancing lights in here before from the drow sorcerer that turned to stone. It now becomes a bit of like a disco inferno as the hand that is revealed through the stone is made of diamond. It sort of like has many facets of diamond. And then the stone kind of cracks away, and then it reveals like the forearm is still dwarven flesh, and the rest of the stone starts cracking away until eventually, sort of the stone falls off the beard, sort of in little flakes of shale. And sort of standing there is Thorendir, arms still outstretched. Thorendir, you can see looking forward your own hand, shining in the light. Yeah.
Diamonds!
Can that please be like a permanent thing where you always have diamond hands,
Okay. Let me work this out. I actually didn't think I'd be moving this turn, but
You go past. If you go past the spiders, are they going to nip you?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. And look, it's 35 foot. Nah, but luckily I don't need to see or move to do shit. So, do I waste it? Yes.
Yes.
And instantly, wait, what is that?
Just change the middle finger to a shatter.
That's what I want to do. Fucking, I have Thorendir Grimsbane to shatter the diamond hands, but I'm trying to see if y'all will get caught in it too.
I mean, we're all in pretty close quarters, aren't we?
Yeah, no, I
could
can't
angle
do
it,
it.
though.
but
You could angle it so it
but
doesn't hit her.
I think her constitution might be much better than her wisdom though, because wisdom I don't think she's very good.
Oh, she's a Medusa queen, isn't she? Like a drow princess.
Yeah, but I've been fucking her up with dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Madrouser.
Nah, fuck it. I like the coolness of the hand coming out of diamond to then turning.
It's way sicker.
And he clicks with the flipped off finger, and we'll hit her with a fucking shatter.
Yeah, I'll go one better. In that.
Yeah.
The rock sort of is still breaking away, and the face isn't even like the body and face isn't even revealed yet. You click the diamond hand, and that sends a shockwave up your arm, and the rest of the rocks kind of like go flying. The carapace of stone is blown off by the shatter and the sort of the vibrations of the diamond.
So sick. That's so sick.
It sort of rocket to all the pieces of the wall. Roll the damage for me, please.
Any minute. There we are. 18.
All right.
And it's a 10-foot square, but we can fit it just, yeah.
Yeah.
My friends.
Cool. She's going to make a con save. An 11 will not cut it.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! All right, so Thorendir comes out, diamond hand. I am Grimsbane. Shatters, explodes, and fucking her body is now just in a perpetual state of like. Have you ever seen fucking what is it, Agent Smith at the end of Matrix #1? How he's fucking and just fucking explodes.
Yep.
Yeah, that happens to that Medusa bitch.
Yeah, good.
You Agent Smith.
That was the best. That was the best way that could have ended. Mother of God, that was sick.
I am so glad that you used shatter. Because if Dan will let me, if what's about to happen, if what I think is going to happen, and Dan will let me run with it a little bit, it fits really well.
Yeah, do you wanna where are you going with this still? Do you wanna
I'm talking about the drow in the center.
Mm-hmm.
As you hear the thunder crack of shatter.
I'm listening up to grab my dinner.
You hear it a second one faintly, but it sounds distant. And the stone on the drow explodes in all directions as well. And he takes a step towards Thorendir.
Now, can you describe to us what he looks like and what he's wearing?
All right, so Sorn is he's 5'9", but on Tinder is 6 foot. 6 foot drow of medium elven age. Young medium elven.
That magic elven dating app. I've heard of it,
Yes. The old tinderbox.
Just send smoke signals to people you like,
I love you.
Craig
has
Thorin's list.
That's the shitty dwarven version.
Whereas the gnome one is still just grinder. Like, you ready to bang some rocks together? Get on grinder.
Let's go.
He has pale grey skin, and ashy like dark grey silvery hair, and a shimmer of silver in the eyes. He's very much grey. He's very monotone. Like, you know those old timey cartoons where they're black and white?
Yeah.
He's very much that, but he has shine to him. He's fancy.
So he's like a Twilight vampire, but like made in like
in
the 40s.
eyes.
Ah, okay, right.
Only the eyes. Like the rest of him's very monotone clothing, very reserved.
Okay, yep.
He doesn't quite understand color very well because he spent a lot of his life underground.
Yep.
Where it's quite dark. But he stands very, very proud and sure of himself, but not in a way of looking down at others, more in a way of wanting.
Well, no, he's 5'9".
Well, that too. 6 foot. 6 foot.
He's got lifts. He's got boots.
I'm pretty sure though. Other than Winfred, I'm almost certain he's still taller than the rest of us.
He looks down.
This is quite a short group.
Yeah, but he.
My wingspan's impressive. My height, no.
He's wearing a very. Once it would have been elegant, but now it's very drab. Being adventuring underground a lot. Of a long coat. It's very flowy, but the ends are torn and in disrepair. And he has quite a sizable spear that he sort of flicks up with his foot and catches.
Unlike Ymir, did not have a sizable spear.
No, he had a pebble. Quite a sizable spear that he flicks up from the ground. Like,
Roll for spear length.
If you've ever seen the kung fu, the kung fu movies where they pick up like a bow staff with their foot. He does that with his spear.
Yeah, sick.
And takes a step towards Thorendir and says, I see you a follower of the lightning storm.
Thorendir turns around. My lad, I said we'd get through this if you trusted me. I prayed to my boy Muradin, greater of all, and he did not disappoint. And I do dabble in the art of thunder. Do I still have a diamond hand? Because that is fucking sick.
Yeah.
And Thorendir actually freaks out. He now sees his diamond hand.
Yeah, it's a little unwieldy. In fact,
Comes up and says, I too partake in the art of dabbling, not in thunder, but every other element these days. I don't know what happened to my thunder ability, but it's gone for now. Hi, I'm Winfred.
Someone will quickly just say, confused. He'll look at Thorendir because he knows what a dwarf is. But he doesn't have any idea what an Aaraockra or Bearkin are. And he just goes, my God, what is that? He's just enthralled. Like he's very enthusiastically excited because this is something he's never seen before.
Actually, before I reply, how is my brain? Well, my brain's still fucked. Actually, how's my body?
Still old and fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorn will then makes his way. Oh wait, we're still in initiative, aren't we?
Yeah.
They're spiders.
That's what I was gonna say. I was about to say, go, hi, I'm Thorendir. Now, I don't mean to intrude in this beautiful conversation, but spiders, fucking get them away from me.
I don't.
Spiders are actually all over me at the moment.
Well, yeah. Sorn, do you want to handle this? This is like that moment in the JRPG when the newcomer to the party arrives for the first time. Of course, they have to arrive and do a big spell or something that kills, a creature, and then they just can't do that again for another 10 levels for some reason.
Yeah, look, that's fair.
So describe to me the spell that Sorn uses
do like a level 20 spell on this fucking spider.
No, what
Spiders
have
are
you?
currently on Winfred, so please use discretion.
No, the spiders.
No,
aren't on
you
Winfred anymore.
teleported off him.
Teleported away.
Oh, wonderful. I thought that I would have
Well, yeah, Sawn will spiders and will
spiders.
yeah, well, Sawn will spiders and he's going to throw what should we do?
Well, do you just want to describe it to me rather than like tell me the spell? Just describe the effect, just for yeah.
Sawn will basically just walk towards the spiders and a like static electricity will come off of him and they sort of just fizzle out.
The sort of bolts of lightning or small sort of static shocks fly off of Sawn as he sort of approaches
Wait,
what
what's
remains
his
of the
class? spiders.
You'll when we have the conversation, you'll find
Well,
out.
I'm just imagining it's like it's similar to in like one of the Warcraft cinematics, where he just like sucks the souls out of the Draenei.
Some would say he is using Thunderstep in a different way.
Okay,
He's walking, but Thunderstep is happening as he walks.
right.
Well, Thunderstep is sound. This is lightning, right?
Thunderstep does lightning damage.
Nope, does thunder damage because it's called Thunderstep.
Very true. All right. Well, then he's walking and he's got his shocking grasp is happening then.
Yeah.
As he
So
walks.
as he walks forward, sort of raises his hand, electricity flies off his skin, and you see that like all the little spiders gonna get zapped as he walks past. They sort of turn up and curl their little heads, little legs in. Can you also roll me a d20, please, Dylan?
Yes, I can.
It's Puppy.
Oh my god.
There you are.
Hi, Puppy.
Okay.
Are the draft statues still alive too, or is that one draft statue still alive?
No, so that one. Excellent question. Yeah, so that one also the pieces of it sort of break off, and sort of standing there now, looking in horror down at her own. Sorry.
I'll get myself some dinner.
You're talking to someone in the background. Look, you see a drow woman sort of standing there. Bits of her flesh you can see have been sort of broken off where Winfred was hitting her with the hammer. So what was sort of superficial damage is now sort of very real for her. And she looks around in horror and kind of collapses to the floor.
Thorendir immediately catches her and then whispers in, "Don't worry, my sweet dear. I'll make it all okay," and give her a little bit of that healing word.
Oh.
As he kisses her softly on the forehead and caresses her deeply.
She sort of looks shocked, kind of looking around wild-eyed as you heal her. She feels like her skin kind of knit back together. And she says, she kind of grabs you by the lapels of your vest, and is like, "Don't look at her. She's cursed. The whole army's been turned to stone."
Shush, my dear. Shush, my dear. She is gone, defeated. I turned her to the mere stone she cast upon others. Now come, let us see if we can tend to your army and friends.
She's kind of looking around a little bit shell-shocked. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm like Pauly's just kind of like staring at himself, going, "It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Why aren't I back in that beautiful body?" Freaking out, straight up freaking out.
You hear a groan come from the wardrobe.
Oh yeah, fuck, right on.
Upon hearing the groan, wardrobe.
I think you're still
Sawn
unconscious. We probably need to,
Yeah, Son
Yeah.
will walk over to the wardrobe, rip the door out of the way because the wardrobe was a little bit damaged.
Busted, yeah. So inside you see an unconscious Gith that's actually sort of strung in almost caught in puppet strings, looking like a very uncomfortable position to be unconscious in, bleeding all over 5 sort of drow dresses that are made of what appear to be, or to your eye, being a drow, these are sort of very finely woven spider silk dresses that are probably worth they would have been worth 200 gold each. Now they're probably worth slightly less because they're covered in blood.
Oh,
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Reach down. Thorn will reach down to Reynaud. Grab him by the hand and cast Cure Wounds. So that is 6 healing back to Reynaud.
Oh, what an adventure!
Welcome.
Alright, so Reynaud is no longer unconscious. And
I was 100 down the freeway while playing D&D. This is insane.
Sorn will pull Reynaud back up to his feet and just pat him on the back. And then we'll immediately walk over to Pauly and just say, "You seem to be a strange one," and then look over to Thorendir and say, "Is there something wrong with this one?"
And then at that same time, like, I'm just gonna be like out of nowhere, like, you know what I mean? I've been Thorendir this whole time, but this little squawk comes out, you know what I mean? Just to add to the effect of you saying I'm strange.
Yeah, so Sorn will be taken back like that, like he'll shudder back a little bit and just continue looking at Thorendir like, "This one's a bit of an odd fellow, isn't he?"
Thorendir literally just caressing this drow lady. Just goes, yes, oh Lord, do what you need to do, and paying no attention to.
And I'll be like, my body, you know what I mean? And I'm freaking out. And then actually, I'll grab Sorn and go like, "There's something wrong with me. I was a beautiful, handsome dwarf. I was that handsome dwarf, and then I was put into my friend's body, and then aged 30 years. As far as I know, Aarauckrans can't live much longer. I don't have time. What do I do?" And I'm just shaking him.
So Sorn's prior knowledge of curses, would he recognize that the bird is cursed?
Yes. And you think you could, you recognize that some sort of external magics have cursed him, and from his description's a little bit muddled to you, right? Like you've heard of curses like this, especially in the Underdark here. People being cursed, aged, usually has to do with undead. And I believe you may know ways to help.
Upon inspecting and realizing this, Sorn will turn so he's facing, he'll take a step to the side of Pauly and then turn so he can see Winfred as well. And he'll place his left hand on Paulindir and remove the curse.
What is it? Yeah, so you put your hand on him. What are the verbal parts of it? Like what does he say?
He basically says, "Talos, please aid this soul. Remove his affliction." And a little static spark, will extend from his fingertips.
That spell is very fucking useful because we are stupid and we will absolutely pick up curse items. I think we already have one, don't we? The sickle.
Probably.
This whole party's just cursed. Let's just be honest.
For all intents purposes, you are no longer cursed.
Oh my god, yes.
So you feel, Pauly, or Winfred, sorry, I'm looking at the things I've got to, now that Jakub's here, I need to move the...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hi, I'm home.
Welcome
Hey, guys.
back. Good to have you back.
It's been 3 weeks since a D&D. Sorry, I had to get that one out.
Pauly, you feel like there's almost sort of a weight off your chest, or Thorendir, I guess I should say.
No, that's not gone. I'm still
You
psycho.
feel sort of a weight off your chest, like it almost feels like the last couple of weeks you've been feeling heavier, almost like you've been wading through water this whole time. But now until your vision starts to clear, the muscles around those bird bones are kind of like re-knitting together. You feel sort of a new lease on life.
Feathers just grow back on the top of my head.
Yeah, except for that one tiny
Bald
spot.
patch, that
Except for
bald
that
patch,
one-
yeah,
that
that I
po-
already had, yeah.
It's smaller now. It's smaller though, but it's still there.
Okay. Yeah, before it was like a bird version of a skullet, you know what I mean? So like,
I want to go and put my
What-
huge hand on Pauly's
continue.
shoulder and be like, my friend, have you considered life insurance? Because we should probably have that talk.
and then like I'm still looking at myself, going, "I'm still the bird. Why am I still this bird?" And then I'm just gonna keep pointing at his butt, but Pauly or Thorendir will calm down and go, "My friend, you have done me a favor, and Thorendir Grimsbane does not forget these favors. What you need from us, where you need to go, we will help you." And just thank him, and then probably just fucking hug him. Give him a big fucking hug.
Zorn will turn around to that and
We lost Dan and Aaron.
I'm still here.
Aaron,
Dan's
yeah, Dan
Aaron
too.
too.
Aaron will be back.
They're both here.
Thorendir slash
None of my
Pauly,
screen.
Paulendir,
Whatever.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Where is wisdom? I am not good at.
Um,
Oh!
As you you put your hand on Sorn's shoulder and you're telling him like, well, we will do wherever you need to go by Grimsbane's fortune. Well, we'll get you. I'm a dwarf of my word. You all of a sudden feel like your other hand come up out of your pouch and just like plink, a copper coin just bounces off your head. Sorn.
All right.
Yes. And then like, wait. So you am I back?
Yeah, you
Cool.
are back now.
And I'm just gonna squall, and that's when the actual fucking hug happens. Like, there's like I'm me. G'day, I'm Pauly, and then just go shake him into a fucking bear hug, so like that he's just like in here, and I hope you're squirming. So I'm like, not giving you a chance.
Yeah.
The wings are around you. There's just no chance you're getting out of this.
Is Sorn a squirmer, or is he like a still? When he's hugged, like is it like that social awkward stillness, or is it like a yes,
Sort of,
okay?
Yeah, he's got his hands like he was reaching out to Pauly, so his one hand's up like this over his shoulder and one's down, and he's like, and while he does that, while he receives this hug, he's gonna
And then I'm just gonna go. I'm like, then that on me again. I'm like, all right, you're part of the crew. Don't care what you say. It's fucking happening. We need you around because I'm an idiot and I'll keep getting cursed. Reynard, this is how you get paid an actual wage being a fucking party member. All right, and then just go back to talking to you again.
Reynard's like slowly climbing out of the cupboard.
I did help him up, but yeah, he's definitely climbing.
I want to
over
give
the
Pauly
debris.
a hug and just say, it's good to have you back, buddy.
Oh, thanks, mate. All right. Thank you all for dealing with me. And you know what? To some, like it's gonna be a thing, and I've just decided from now on, when I do see the behind of Thorendir, I am gonna longingly stare at it. It's just like some glimmer of insanity just go, and then just whenever I stare at it, I'm just gonna whisper to myself, so inaudible that only ever I could hear it. Just go, Grimsbane, like while staring at his bum.
Dan,
Yep.
I would like to make a nature check on the Medusa head.
Sure.
I want to see if it would work if I cut it off and used it as a trophy.
I
God of
shattered
War
it in
style?
pieces, but
Yeah.
God of War style.
So she, there's not much left of her in terms of she was shattered by sound waves and blown apart.
Yep.
you see her sort of sitting there lifeless. Without even a nature check, I'd say that you don't feel any or smell any magic coming from her anymore. And whilst I do appreciate the God of War attempt, the magic that has seeped out of her has, released your friends from stone. So you're pretty sure as well that if she had any magic left to use, your friends would probably still be petrified.
Sadly, her death was explosive. Now seeing as I'm poorly, the first thing I do, even when I'm bloodied and almost dying, is to rifle through some shit. Like, is there a desk or a chest around? Basically, kind of just like released like Lorne from the like from the hug after yelling at Reynard, saying this is what a real crew member is. You know what I mean?
I just want to jump in real quick.
It's gonna turn into a group hug. Like, you're hugging Sorn, I'm hugging you. Thorendir, get in here.
Thorendir here, yeah. Thorendir don't care. He's hugging that lady.
Can I like sneak away? Like, can I like just dodge out of it without Winfred noticing? So he then just starts bear hugging Lorne.
I'll allow. Give me a sneaky boy check, a stealth check.
Stealth check.
A stealth check to get out of a hug.
No chance.
No. You try and duck down. You try and duck down, but Winfred, like, probably eyes still closed, maybe because the Medusa goes in like where the sound was and where he can smell his friends. Hug Sorn, but you get trapped in like the stomach region of Winfred because you were trying to go low, and just get crushed up between them, a sort of Pauly sandwich.
Just like this the whole time.
You get stuck in my fat folds.
I'm okay with that. Right now, I'm just happy that Pauly didn't die. Okay, I don't fucking care about anything else.
That's justified.
This has been like a small anxiety for weeks now, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. We're all about to die. None of us are available.
All right, done. The second that hug's done, I'm gonna start rifling through some shit.
Yeah, Timmy's got like 4 sessions worth of rifling to do. Just give him that.
Man, I've been wanting to rifle.
Okay. You find, apart from as Reynard sort of climbs out, you spot Reynard sees all this group hugging going on, and he's like, well, he's kind of, you hear him muttering to himself like, I did most of the work, and he just like starts, him and his many arms just like grab one of these dresses each and just start shoving them into a pack. Where are you? Right. Oh, and Thorendir, the drow lady who's sort of in your arms. She says, Dwarf, who sent you? Are you from? Did my mother send you from Menzo Baranzan? How goes the war effort?
Shush now, my sweet. Don't exert your energy. No one sent us. We came across you by happen chance. We're just trying to cleanse Night's blended stone of the Pudding King. We came here to help cleanse our friends' minds and savor the elementals upon their wrath, to help ravish them on their battle. And we came across you by happenstance. We don't know what's happened to your army, but we can help you find out.
Pudding King? But no drow male would ever sit on the throne? So are you saying the battle failed? The army failed?
I don't know how long you were stoned, my sweet, but there is indeed a Pudding King. And if there was a Pudding Queen, I believe your uprising, your rebellion had failed. And we shall find out what happened.
She says, I must find the army. The Menzo Baranzan must be told that we've failed. They must oh, they'll surely they won't punish Priestess of Lolth. I mean, they'll probably murder some of the men, torture me a little bit, but I'm too valuable to be killed.
Shush, 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 shush. Worry about this later. Now, first, please tell me your name. A beautiful woman like you must have a mighty strong name that brings honor to her. Well, people they kill, probably, because I don't think you have family ties and all that, not? Quickly make up name.
Yeah,
first
I'm
stone
looking
girl
for
number one.
I'm looking for a cool name. Yes. My name is Fira. From the house Dwarven.
Dwarven. Now that's a strong sounding house. I bet it would ring fear to many of your enemies.
Does Sorn hear her name?
Sure.
Sorn will make his way over at the sound of Doerden. And greet her. Greet her proper, not like you will make sure she's okay as well.
She looks up at you and says, "Oh, a male. Quick, fetch me something to drink."
Well,
That's
What are you doing?
Isn't this drow culture?
yeah, this is drow culture.
What do you-
But, the person.
You should have played a lady.
Sorn will turn around and be like, "Oh, I see."
Are you from Melee Magvir?
I am from. Fuck, what was the name of the place?
press the wrong button.
Give me 1 second. I gotta get there.
See, this is the cons of playing 7 characters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Look,
I'm just driving. How to ruin Dylan's new character. Step 1. Subdue a woman. Bring her on the ship.
I can't remember. I'm from the same town as Loam. I can't remember what the town was called. That's off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, Kate's in the chat. Can Kate tell us what town she was from?
Yeah, come on, Kate.
Did Kate boss you around?
Oh, yeah, Kate would as well.
That's
Oh,
probably
she
your
can't
answer then.
No, she wouldn't ask Melee McVeer. I'm trying to remember. Even Dan, even your all-knowing, all-seeing Dan is forgetting. Are you from Sorcerer? She said, "Were you trained at Sorcerer?"
Yes. We'll go with yes.
You say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Cannon down.
She says, "I need you to send. I need you to send a message to the Archmage there. Tell him we failed, and you will probably be punished for this."
I'm going to stop you right there. I have no contact with any of our leaders.
Are you a deserter?
Depends on what you call a deserter.
You're not.
You of all people should understand. But with your name.
And she kind of narrows her eyes at you, and says, "Ours is one of the finest houses, 4th in line. De Worden, 4th house. We are honored by Lolth. We have done no wrong. There are no deserters in our house. Give me an insight check, Sorn.
All right. That is
Can
a
I
10.
get an insight check into what size Bappy she's rocking, as she's obviously having a chat with this guy?
What size? What now?
Bappies.
Bappies.
Oh,
What's she
Bappies.
packing?
Okay.
If they're going to be doing this, have I rifled? Have I rifled through this shit? Have I found anything good?
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Your rifling. Give me a perception check, Pauly. Whilst you do that. Okay. Yeah.
18.
Mhm. You find 2 potions, or 2 potion bottles, that appear to have what appears to be sort of a fish scale floating in them.
Yep.
Charm, there you go, mate.
As for and you find a small amount of coins, equaling to about 40 gold pieces.
Okay.
And Sorn, you are a bit confused. You're not really getting what, like, it's weird. Like, you know that the story of the House de Worden. It's not 4th house, not anymore.
How long has she been in stone for? I might go pass the fuck out if there's a bed while they're doing this too, because
There is a bed in this room. It's got that. It's like that 4-post bed. It's got sort of spider silk drapery.
Oh, I'm jumping in that. Always gonna go take a nap.
Okay.
I'm on 2 health. Okay, guys. I'm in a lot of pain.
As Pauly goes to yeah, okay.
No, you guys continue. I just think that's a smart move for me.
So I suppose Sorn is operating under he's conversing under the understanding of Dritz. But maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's older.
You know what year it is in Drow time?
Well, that is just what year it is currently. We know what year it is. I'm sure. Like, what year is it currently for us?
Well, you certainly know that. I mean, you're a middle-aged, sort of early, or not middle-aged, but like you're young-ish kind of drow, right? Like you're sort of early adulthood. Yeah, you remember, obviously the story. Every drow from Menzo Baranzan has told the story of House de Worden, and it's kind of like a cautionary tale about a drow that turned his back on the Spider Queen, and it was that Lolth blamed his family for that, and punished his family for that because they were unable to capture him and kill him.
So speaking of that, what year would it currently be for us?
You reckon that was probably like that? All that stuff that occurred was probably like 100 years ago.
Okay.
And
I guess.
Yeah.
Aaron's having some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
again.
his Discord's been a bit. How you going?
Oh yeah.
Sorn will just ask her flat out then. What year do you believe it to be?
Yes, the old Jumanji question.
She says, what plane of existence do you believe it to be that you can ask me a question like that, male?
Do you understand the name Dritz?
She just like looks at you blankly.
All right, Sorn will.
She says, as soon as I find my snake-headed whip, you will be punished for your insolence.
All right. Well, Sorn will. At that, Sorn is just going to start laughing, because he's also turned his back on, much like Dritzt has turned his back. So he is going to turn his back literally on her, start laughing, and walk away. Not even converse with her anymore.
I'm going to retcon one tiny thing. She said ranked 10th house, not 4th. But yeah. And she's sort of like looks at you affronted, and kind of starts to get up on her feet and is kind of looking around. It says, I have to find the army. And she kind of looks a little bit worried. Oh, who's this? And looks a little bit worried and afraid.
Your PC, Aaron.
No, my internet just fucking dropped out. Sorry.
Oh shit.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so you just missed that. Sorn asked her if she knew the name Drizzt or Drizzt Doerden.
Yeah.
And she didn't. She'd never heard of the name, which was weird.
Yeah.
Because I think even dwarves have probably heard the name Drizzt Doerden.
Oh, indeed. Well versed.
And Sorn has also distinguished that she is a bitch, and he's turned his back and walked away from her. He's not talking to her anymore. He's just had enough.
Well, yes.
More fear of it. Yeah, more fear of it.
Incredibly strong-willed.
Oh no, of course they are 100% able to talk down to a male drow.
She says to
one
you,
that has fallen this far.
She says to you, Thorendir, she says, you have done me a great service. Blessed be to Lolth. You will be rewarded for your dedication. Once I have the army back and we retake this city, you will be chief among my harem.
Well, as much as that does tickle my whiskers, and Thorendir's getting a little blushed, I do think a lot of time has passed since you last were here, darling.
What?
And he looks at her very somberly and goes, I think times have changed when you went stoned. I think you'll be quite sorrowful to hear what might have happened to your people. I think your army's gone, and may even so your family on a steady decline. Perhaps you should find out, what era are you from?
She says, why do you males always ask what about the year? Surely you know it's 1200, whatever, she says.
Yeah, and I'm totally gonna assume I know what year it is now.
Sure, yeah. I'm guessing it's 1300 or 1400 or something like that, around there, right?
Well, my dear, it is.
She's 100 years out. Yeah.
You are indeed a century out of time.
And she says, no, that can't be right. And you see so her turn inward, and she pulls up sort of like a little spider pendant and kind of whispers into it, and she says, Lolth doesn't answer me. What kind of magic is this?
I don't think it's magic. I think it's a decline in your god's power, a loss of your people. But I'm a noble man, and this does indeed matter deeply to your heart. As your rescuers, I will take a burden of finding out what has happened. If you merely want to accompany us, we may indeed find the remnants of your kin. And then he looks at Pauly, obviously in bed, and makes hand gestures behind his back, like the money, international sign for money, obviously in Pauly's direction.
Pauly feeling that symbol being made, like it's one of those like sixth sense that he has. Just one eye shoots open and just goes.
You hear the grind. You hear the grinding of diamond fingers.
Yeah.
Sounds like a rock tumbler.
The clink, and it sounds like the clinking of coins, of gemstones.
Just
Can I roll for intelligence to see if I completely cock up this entire
Love it.
subtle,
Do it.
subtle thing?
You know what? You don't need to give me an intelligence check. What would Winfred do?
Winfred would turn to Pauly and just like loudly say, "Hey, why is Thorendir rubbing his fingers together?"
And then like, wait. Is there pillows in this bed?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I do a dexterity check to see if I can throw one of the pillows at Winfred's face before he can finish his sentence?
Yeah. Give me a dexterity saving throw. No. The full sentence gets out before a pillow sort of paffs onto his snoot, and just pops onto the floor. The lady, fuck, I didn't write her name down. Oh, Fira. Yeah, cool. She says, "Well, if you can help me find my people, what's left of the army? If I've turned back at her demise, she'd gone mad down here in these caverns, and she turned the army to stone. But if I've been turned back, then perhaps they have as well."
Indeed. Where was the army last seen?
We were... I think we were attacking Blingdenstone, and we were sort of in the surrounding, in the outer city.
The outer city. Yes. Obviously, we've been in the cave structure for a while. Obviously, 100 years probably wouldn't erode that much cave structure in the Underdark. Or would it have been...
Well, she was hurt pretty badly as well, but that was actually more because she was getting. That's because
Winfred did hit her with a hammer.
Yeah. You actually look down to like those other drow statues that you shattered, and like it's just body parts on the ground now.
Just chunky bits of meat.
Still with some stone to them, probably on like some edges, but like some of them have turned back human. But because there's no life left in them. They don't turn fully back, but there is a bit of a wet patch down there now where those bodies were.
Gross. I'm sort of trying to debate in my mind whether this would be abject horror in Winfred's mind of whether or not him clacking at stone with a hammer and then it's suddenly turning to flesh would freak him out or not. And like, we've done weird as shit, I'll be real.
And I mean, Winfred's not afraid to put the hammer to people's flesh.
Yeah, exactly. That was my point.
Yeah. So I just thought that Winfred gets freaky.
No. The spank bringer.
Yes, daddy.
I rage and rolled a 69.
All right, so where are we going from here?
Where are you going?
I would love
we've-
to have.
now
I
that
would
we've
love to have a
turned-
short rest
Oh
before we
yeah,
go anywhere else.
yeah. Look, we can go for one of those.
Thorendir
We
goes
do.
and says,
Hold on,
need
I've
to
got
go
double.
back
Yeah,
to-
there we go. Yeah.
We do need to get back to. Sorry.
Yes. But indeed, Thorendir looks at the lady, and also looks at the party and goes, "Indeed, we will find out about this, but we are all in no condition to travel just yet. I'd say we take this time to rest up and gather our wits together and come up with a plan of action, and maybe we rest the rest of the night here and take a night's watch and do a full rest, because we no longer have the time restraint of Pauly's body dying."
Well, we do. We still have a time restraint in the fact that we need to attack the Pudding King.
Oh yeah, but like we had like a week to fucking rally people.
Yeah, but we
didn't
still have a few other places to go.
Yeah, we still have
Yeah.
2 more places to go. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
man. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
are in it. We
So I reckon-
we had a full rest
Yeah.
just before this as well. So like it's kind of like one of those
did we?
things, you know. Yeah. Remember
Oh,
we had
yeah.
a
Oh, see, I thought we only had a short rest.
we
That's
fought
fine.
we fought that weird tentacle thing and the
Oh
the-
yeah,
the-
we
the
did
big
just
crow.
have a long rest. Didn't we? I
Then
thought that was
we-
a short
yeah.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Then we had then we went right into this.
Yeah. Hey
So
Dan,
I think a
just
short rest is fine. We should all have
Yeah.
our hit die.
yeah, we do. Hey Dan, if we make our way back toward town to sort of rendezvous and get back to the next adventure, would we be able to do that whilst doing a short rest? Because that wouldn't really be strenuous activity,
Yes, assuming you don't run into any trouble.
assuming.
So if you don't get in a
I
fight,
would say we sort of have a short rest here, man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we rest up an hour.
Yeah.
1
okay.
hour. 1 hour is nothing. 1 hour is nothing. We have a rest up here, and then from
Yeah.
here, we're all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Alright.
because remember,
Easy done. I'll do the short rest thing now.
because we did rest the spirits of the elementals, and then we went to fix Pauly. That's why we didn't go back to town and do the next thing, which I think was then get war supplies and shit for the war.
we were gonna go see the Grims.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one.
To release some souls and shit as well.
We did that.
Yeah, that's the souls at rest. Like, fuck, what
Well,
were
they were attacked by this drow. This drow
Yeah,
army that
oh,
we've just released.
Yeah, cool. All right, dope.
I honestly reckon we have an hour rest here. Go see what this drow army's like. Even just as reconnaissance.
I can
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
reconnaissance, yeah.
Sure.
And then from there we then head back to Blingden Stone.
Yeah.
And then go see the Grims. I think that's the best. That's the best plan of action.
Let's just take a cheeky power nap and then
Yep.
go for gold. All right,
Yep.
cool.
Sounds great.
And
Yeah.
while we're doing this, someone should probably tell Reynod to return town or to the ship.
He can stay with us until we get.
You
back
could
to
have a
town.
cheeky rest, can't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can have a cheeky
yeah.
rest, but like when
Oh
we
no
get
no
back
he
there,
can
we'll
yeah
send
no
him back.
he can head
Yeah,
with us still.
he becomes back to the
We could just say NPC. We could
yeah,
just say
Onto's crew.
yeah. We could just say he's fucking like he just got really
He's-
hurt in that fight that he can't
he's hanging
fight
out.
until. Yeah.
11 hit points back. I'm cheering.
Right. I'm going to use a couple. I might even do 3.
Oh, yes, well.
I thought it would roll all of them. Okay, so that's 4.
No, it doesn't roll it for some reason. It just rolls one at a time, I've noticed.
3.
yeah, I think it's so that you don't
Yeah.
accidentally go over if you don't need to or something. You can just choose.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
15,
15
will
for-
though. 1 second.
I do that one, actually.
Where is it? I will also play the Song of Rest. You know, whip out the dulcimer and woo my lady a little and play her a little ditty.
Now, can you describe to me what a dulcimer is and how it is played?
Dulcimer is sort of like a 4-string guitar looking thing. Hold on.
A lute? No, like a lute had like
No.
20 strings, didn't it?
Fretted string instrument. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks sick.
Yeah, it's like a obviously I'll show you one that I use
In the words of Metalocalypse, it's a grandpa's guitars.
It's Grandpa's guitar. But if you can see my camera, I essentially have one that's made out of a cigar box.
That's cool.
Yeah. Cool. All right. As you play, roll the Song of Rest dice for me.
Yeah.
Though you feel that it's a little bit difficult to play with your right hand made of diamond.
Yeah.
You're definitely not used to it. Like the weight is off. Your hand is heavier than normal.
It's so sick that you have a diamond hand now, though.
So it'll be a 4. Wait, no, it'll be a 2.
So two
I don't know. I don't know if I
plus
dropped
2.
out before when I was on the freeway, but like if you start telling us to go and kneecap your enemies and gather up Azurite, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
You did cut out. That's amazing, though.
That's incredible, and I only kind of thought of that. I was more thinking of all his songs now are going to be like Beat It, Thriller.
Yeah, it's the Michael Jackson club.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Look, Moradin works in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's so cool. It's so sick. You know what we never used, by the way? And I was just thinking about it before. Those seeds we got from the winter special, the Christmas special.
I've still got my seed.
Yeah, we never used them.
Yeah, look, I was gonna message Dan and be like, "Yo, can this No, mine's a flower now. I've got the flower from Lady Summer. That's in my
I got a seed full of lightning.
Bear still has his seed wherever he may be.
Wherever he may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point we should do something. We should do something about them. I don't think you were part of it then.
Oh.
You didn't get one.
That was
we'll have to have another. We'll have to have a Halloween special, maybe.
Yes.
Can we get pumpkins instead?
Because that was a Christmas.
Dude.
Was it a Christmas special or an Easter special?
That was a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Which you can go find on the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
For members only.
All right. Should we get out of here, guys?
So where are you headed?
Probably to go see this army, I guess.
Reconnaissance and check the army.
Yeah.
All right. So the short rest
said,
goes by uneventfully. And the priestess sort of is kind of sitting there the whole time. She actually sort of sits down and kind of enters into a bit of a trance. You can tell she's kind of reaching out, perhaps to her deity, trying to get answers. And she's not liking whatever it is she's getting. It sort of turns her colder, more quiet. And she's when you're all ready to when you're ready to head out, she says to you, Thorendir, my connection to my goddess isn't, let's say, as strong as I would have expected. And you have me at a disadvantage. I would be grateful if you would help me recover my army, and I will march them back to Menzoberranzan to find out what happened.
If that is what my lady wishes of me, then beyond my name, Grimsbane, it shall be. And he offers her his hand to help her up. The diamond hand, obviously, because that's fucking some big dick energy right there.
Yeah. She takes a moment, like not wanting to accept help, but then, does.
Is there going to be needed any more big dick energy?
And she says, look, I can lead you through to where I last saw the army. Follow me. While I'm sure your eyes are quite good down here, this is my realm.
Indeed.
I will lead us safely through. And she kind of when she walks past you, she kind of puts her hand on your shoulder a little bit, but the hand kind of brushes the cheek a little bit. Like there's the
oh, yes, nice.
She still kind of gives Sawn the dirty eye.
Sawn's going to take the opposite staircase. No, he's not having a bar of this.
Yes.
I'm just happy this isn't directed at Pauly. Okay. All right, let's go.
Cool. You make your way through the sort of outer reaches of Blingdenstone. Where's my map? Yeah, cool. Through the area known as Rock Blight, or at least that's what the gnomes were calling it until when you arrived and told you to sort of take care and stay away. Winfred. And not far away, she takes you through the that area with like sort of the glowing opaque crystals. Oh, sorry, the sort of glass crystals. And you see there lying on the ground is the gnome that had turned to stone.
Ah, yes.
And he's sort of sitting there, like surrounding. He's kind of like holding the crystals like up to his eyes and using them almost as like binoculars, looking around. So he doesn't see you. But Fire, she sort of halts the group and is like, "There's a gnome ahead."
I just sent a quick little meme into the group chat, boys. It's very important that you all look at it.
It's very important.
Dominant.
That's good.
Yes.
Very good.
And Thorendir, not batting an eye of seeing a gnome, he goes, "Don't worry, my dear, just a little gnome." And Thorendir goes up, obviously going, "Hello there, my friend. The name is Thorendir Grimsbane. Heir to the Grimsbane fortune."
He whips around, sort of looking at you with these sort of these binoculars made of crystal, and sort of starts, and he's like, "Careful! There's a Medusa around here. Grab some crystals. You can't look at her directly."
She's gone, my friend. I shattered her into pieces.
If you look
that
at her
is why you were free.
If you look at her through the crystals, I caught a glimpse of her. But if you look at her through the crystals, you won't be turned to stone.
No, you were turned to stone. The crystals did not work. But old pal Grimsbane was here. Quickly, go back to Blingdenstone and say.
Was this the one that we turned invisible?
That turned invisible. Yeah. Let's go quickly. Go back to Blingdenstone before the war begins. We might have need of you.
I must warn them that the drow are coming. And they have
No, not the drow. It's the Pudding King. Shush! Everyone, don't tell him he's been in rock 100 years. We don't want to freak him out.
He's sort of not listening. He's like strapping, he has some kind of tape. He's like strapping the crystals to his head so that they're like goggles. And he sort of sees, the other drow that's with you, and he's like, "Ah!" and like runs off. He's like, "The drow are coming! The drow are coming!" and runs off to town.
Thorendir quickly casts his cantrip message into his head and tries to do the best impression of the little dude's own voice, being like, "Oh my god, the drow are here! I must warn the others." And that incredible, handsome dwarf is really creepy. Not creepy, startled me. I must warn the others that they are 100% safe and okay, and nothing's bad happened to them.
Give me a deception check.
I got a 12.
Yeah, you're not sure if it landed.
Yeah,
We'll see.
It just landed in some random poor fucking sod.
Well, you definitely know it landed. You're not sure if he believed it to be his own thoughts.
Thought it was some dirty drow magic.
Yeah.
That's fucking with you, man. I don't care about a little gnome.
So she leads you through more sets of corridors, or sort of the rocky underdark of caves, and eventually you are led through sort of down some stairs, into. Where's my? Where did I put Winifred? There he is. Into a cave system.
Ah, yes.
Standing about
Excuse
you
me.
is in different kind of states of repose. Some of them standing around, sort of talking to each other. A lot of them are like sort of just having a bit of a conversation. There's not a lot of uniformity here, but you can see. Where are we? Right. At a quick count, you count about 30 drow soldiers.
Male or female?
Mostly, pretty all male.
Yeah. Upon entering, Thorendir comes in. Avast, lads! Yeah, your priestess is here, and show your allegiance, you worthless maggots!
Give me a persuasion, or I'll also for that I'll also accept intimidation, depending on what you'd prefer.
Persuasion. 17.
They all sort of stand to attention, quite fast. Like they half of them was like swords drawn, but then kind of snap them shut and stand to attention. And she kind of rests a hand on your shoulder, and says, "Thank you."
Man, this is too much fun.
Look, you sniveling wretches. You were all. I am. You all know me. I'm Heir, Dwarven, priestess of. Priestess of
Princess.
Daemon and Nashezbenon. 10th house of Menzo Baranzan, and the last remaining priestess general in this army. You have all been asleep for a long time. We must march back to Menzo Baranzan and regroup and find out what has happened to our house. These 5 here are under my protection and will not be fucked with. Lolth has given me a vision of what must come next.
Winfred's still counting in the corner of like how many people 5 is. Making sure he's counted in that 5.
Yeah. The 4 people and their beast.
Wait, is it like because like you just have
Hey,
paw
there's
pads?
no
is it
way
like
to talk about Thorendir.
is it like do you know how like because obviously bears have claws, not fingers. Do you know how like animals like have their claws in and they come out? Are you like snapping one out for each like one you're counting?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 1, 2, 3.
I would also assume that like
But like he also
What
can't
the-
count before like sort of more than 4, so
Yeah.
he gets tricky with 5 and like how many people 5 is.
well, especially because like
He's
Bearkin
an idiot.
probably have their entire system in base 8 or base 6, not base 10. So like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means.
so you know how we go 1, 2, 3, 4, like 9, and then 10 because we have 10,
Yeah.
10 fingers.
Yeah.
A species that doesn't have 10 digits to count off like this would probably have a different base system. So you would go like your numbering system would go to 3.
I get what
I'm
you
pretty,
mean
I'm
now.
pretty sure bears have actually 5.
Do they have 5?
They have a
Do
thumb.
they? I'm pretty sure they do, yeah. But
Looking up
hey,
bear
look,
hands.
I can not count my thumb. That's fine.
Bear paw.
Yeah, bear paws have 5.
I
there you
love
go.
how this got derailed, guys. It's really sweet.
Yeah, they do. They're not. It's not a thumb, but they have 5.
Yeah.
There you go. Base 10 it is. I'm glad we.
Even
I'm glad we sorted
still,
out that
Winfred's an
connection.
idiot and doesn't understand more than 4.
Sorn will assist him in the counting.
Does
One-
Sorn see like the
Sorn-
cogs turning in Winfred's brain and like lean over to him and be like,
So yeah, Son will like look over at Winfred, see him like looking at his paws, like and Son will just like show him like 1, 2, 5, and now Winfred can count to 5 with a verbal, with a visual cue of Son showing him how to do it.
I like discover my thumb as the 5th one. I'm like, this changes everything.
And then Son will give him a little pat on the back.
Yeah, as the priestess has been yelling at the troops, Thorendir whispers over to Pauly and be like, "Imagine having a crew of these people. Look how quickly this lady whips them into shape. Perhaps we should maybe start hiring some of these maggots as some crew." just as a future reference of the shambles that our ship's in and our crew.
Oh
at the
yeah.
moment.
Oh, it's getting fixed right now, and I mean the
Yeah.
zombies are probably just standing around,
Yeah.
not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
The drow will start sort of
okay.
forming up.
On that, I might go. Fira, I meant not to be rude. We did not get properly introduced before. I am Pauly. Pleasure to meet you. Now, where do you need to go? Must you sail through the Underdark to get to your position? For luckily, we have a ship.
She says, "Oh, you are incredibly colourful," and turns to Thorendir and says, "What is her name?"
Okay, go with the her thing. Knowing all this stuff, just go with the her thing. Just like
Indeed, this is
Paulina.
legit Captain Paulina. Yes, Paulina is quite the colourful rapscallion, and yes, captains are and very
I'll flutter my chest feathers out a little bit, so they give me like a little bit of a bump there.
Do I
She
want
says,
to ruin this?
she's
Do
quite.
I want to
she's-
ruin this? I don't
She's
wanna
quite
ruin
colourful and.
Don't you dare put gender stereotypes onto me, Mister.
No.
Fucking.
I'm just gonna,
I'll tell
I'm just gonna
Sophie on
sit
you.
there. I'm just gonna sit there and stay to myself. I'm like, I could swear he was a man this whole time, but I could be wrong.
yeah. The Paul and you're just like, wait, was it Paulina the whole time? Have I been calling him the wrong name?
Have I misgendered him?
Them. Sorry. Shit.
This entire session, Winfred's just been there in a constant state of confusion. I genuinely feel sorry for this poor bear.
Well, it's because you've been teleporting around. You probably don't even know what's been going on. half
Yeah,
the time.
teleporting around with my fucking eyes closed.
Yeah.
And she says, "This is she speaks for you. Where is your ship, Captain
Our ship
Paulina?"
is. Oh, yeah, sorry.
It is currently Dr. Blingdenstone.
It's in the water.
A lot has passed in these 100 years. Now you must understand. Actually, sorry. Now you must understand that Blingdenstone is quite a capital for the gnomes, and I apologize, but with your army as strong and as obedient as these filthy men are, they will not be enough to crack its walls. Now, we are doing a deal with them to help them deal with the problem. If you need passage, we are more than willing to give that to you. But you may have to help in defeating this Pudding King, and then from there we can take you back to your home and make sure that you make right with your lord or your god.
And Thorendir cuts in and goes, I indeed think the Pudding King that we hunt knows a great deal about what happened to your people. As I think that our paths have intertwined once again, my dear. And that he may know more about what happened to your god and the links you have with them. Something like
The
that.
Underdark has changed. Sadly, we must coexist, and with Loth's powers not working as they once did for you, you must conserve that energy and use it in the right path.
She sort of says, like,
The double offensive, baby.
yeah. She says a bit louder so that, like, the others can hear, like, oh no, Lol's power still is very strong. Works a lot and will destroy any of you who step out of line.
And you know what? Just to play that up, I'm gonna like pretend like I've just had like a fucking forced little shock from her, going, "Oh my god, the holy energy of love is so strong in her." I'll play up with her, like on that point.
Yeah.
Can you give me a performance check?
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yes!
Boom.
Oh,
20, like, the first one was 22, so I didn't press the
yeah, so you give like, oh god, Loltha struck me down, and sort of fall to the floor, and the drow that were kind of like kind of listening on the edges there, or like, and step back, and a lot of them kind of kneel before her, and she kind of does the appropriate kind of regal look, and she says,
she knows I was helping her there, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, for sure. She knows that you're and she says, well, and takes pulls you up and lifts you up. She's quite strong, and like mock kind of threatening you, and is like, and don't you forget your place, surfacer, and kind of puts you down gently, and then says,
I'll kind of like cower a little bit and just say thank you for saving me from Loth's wrath.
She says, if you can convince these gnomes to let us onto your ship, which will be no mean feat, we will travel with you and provide our services.
Thorendir laughs and puts the old diamond hand on the back and laughs. But if we could convince those gnomes that their rat cousins weren't evil, well, surely we could convince them that a powerful priestess can help us in the battle against the Pudding King. And then Thorendir laughs and pats Winfred, like, remember the rat boys and how much they hated them? Oh, I wonder how my dear sweet rat boy's going. God, he grew some terrible grog, but we had a fun time, didn't we? Winfred?
That's to you, Winfred.
Winfred, rat boy?
Winfred's still trying to figure out how to count to 5.
Perfect. And she says,
on a meta level, I got distracted, and I'm so sorry.
That's all right. She says very well, quietly to you, to your group. Very well. If you can convince them that we will help them in drive out this king of pudding and sail with you as far as Menzo Baranzan, where we can be reunited with our people. And I will make these men at your disposal. And she looks at Sorn and says, but not this one, it seems.
Gotta just deal with
none.
it. You gotta just deal with it. Like,
Yeah, he's reading the room. Someone's just gonna. He'll just look away from her.
This is Thorendir will cast message to Sorn and feel like, don't worry, my friend. Just think. We can just endure this a little more, and we'll be out of here scot-free and a lot richer. Come on, my lad. I know we don't know each other that well, but come on, lad.
Oh, this is the message spell. Okay, never mind.
Someone will. The expression on his face changes to something that Thorendir would notice
Yeah.
to display that he agrees. He gets it.
Thorendir gives the diamond thumbs up on that one, mate.
Behind Winfred, like I fist bump your diamond hand.
What was that? Nothing.
Yeah, one of my rings.
But doing the thumbs up in front of Winfred totally fucked up his counting. He was like counting in for like, fuck!
6. Where'd the 6 come from?
Someone will lean in and be like, Winfred, that would be 6. We're not counting people anymore.
2, many, lots, lots 1, lots 2, lots many.
Here, I've actually been thinking up a song to count to 5 so that we'd be able to like.
Was it Mumbo number 5?
2 is for Thorendir, 3 is for Pauly.
That's good. I want that.
And
We're
then,
going to release a Christmas album, and that's going to be that's going to be song number 5 on the Christmas album.
Absolutely.
Can you please get the 5 again? 5 is for you. Oh. It's getting really sad. and then you lose your count because of it.
F's in the chat for you, Mir.
Put an F in there. I'll put an F in there.
There'll be an F for him when we see him next.
Okay, so I might go to Fira. For now, let us bring you closer to Blingdenstone, but then maybe find a cavern similar to this for you to stay, so we can discuss with the gnomes that you will be assisting us, and maybe wait there until the battle gets close to commencing. For we must also go to Grim and see some dwarves about a thing, if you know what I mean.
But should we at least take her as an emissary to convey, trusting the word of 30x, worshippers of Lolith, and
Son will jump in and say, I can pretend to be the emissary. I do look the part.
Really, yes. No matter what, we are still taking it. We are still taking one with us, and still.
Indeed, that is. I do believe make camp near town. Make us
just to us. I might just kind of like huddle us together, and it is probably best if she stays with her men, so they do not do anything untoward. Remember, these men were raiding Blingdenstone, so we need someone to control them, so they don't do anything silly while we're gone.
Indeed, I do believe so. I just didn't really. I'm glad we have an emissary, because telling him to trust the word of a lot of, these people that wanted to kill them a long time ago, trusting the word that there's an army out the front. We need at least an emissary. I could spin a lot of yarn there.
On that, can I just roll an insight check to make sure she's serious, like she's actually for the idea of working with us in this situation?
Yep. Good idea.
Boom, 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 boom. I have a +0 in insight too, so.
Yeah, so by her nature, you definitely think she's going along with this, especially because this seems like a very reasonable plan. You notice that she is being a little bit affectionate with Thorendir.
Yeah. I'm just gonna whisper to Thorendir, "You're in."
She's like, "What are you doing Friday night?"
Yeah.
Are we going clubbing? Someone grabs a club.
Oh, you're busy? You've got Friday night games? Too bad.
Well, it is known I might miss Friday night games for ladies, so.
Yeah, you think she's definitely you can tell she's backed into a corner somewhat. Like she, whilst is putting on an air of confidence, especially in front of her men, from seeing her before, she looked quite worried at her lack of power. You definitely think that something has happened to perhaps, dampen, or, she just doesn't have the kind of energy, tapped magical energy that that she's used to, and it does worry her, and she's looking for a. I mean, you've seen people. You've probably seen people like this out in the seas, out in the archipelago of Chult. The rough pirate people that are out there. They're opportunists, a lot of them. They'll work with you as long as it's in their interest to do so, and they won't actively betray. Yeah, she's not looking to actively betray you. It feels like, though if she's given a better offer,
she would. Okay, yeah, that's manageable.
Yeah. Come on, man. No one's gonna give a better offer than old Diamond Hand Grimsbane over here.
That's pretty much every pirate deal ever. So yeah, that is completely acceptable in my eyes.
You, that is the most acceptable deal because you understand it. You understand where you stand.
Every chance I'll pretend to have the power of Loth and control his men myself, so we have crewmates.
I know. At the moment I saw that, I'm like, Pauly, look how legit these men are.
Yeah.
How do all of these dark elves take to Winfred standing there? I don't think any of them would have seen a Bearkin before.
Or fucking Aaraockra, mate.
Oh yeah, no, or an Aaraockra.
Yeah.
How do they take to us standing there in front of them?
Are they not standing at attention though?
Yeah, they're standing at attention. So they're kind of
soldiers.
like they're doing the like eyes forward kind of thing. You do notice.
We've been.
You probably notice though that like eyes kind of go to you and then like dart forward again, and like they're kind of looking at you and then like darting forward again. Like they don't know what to make of you. Some of them, they don't necessarily look afraid, but they are certainly curious and are trying to like get eyes on you. I mean, the fact that Pauly spoke is probably really weirding them out. Actually, maybe not. These things have seen like demons and stuff. Yeah. So they're probably actually looking more at fear of.
What is that hairy tiefling?
Yeah.
Like Pauly.
Some sort of
Feathery
Baruga.
tiefling.
Yeah. Feathery.
A demon. A Loth has sent demons to aid our priest.
Yes. Pauly's a demon.
And a diamond-handed dwarf.
And a diamond-handed dwarf. Yeah.
I think that's a good spot for us to end it this week.
Yeah.
As Pauly, we can maybe have a little bit of a scene here as Pauly, Thorendir, Winfred, and Sorn make their way through the caverns back to Blingdenstone. I'll give you a few moments if you guys want to have a bit of a in-character moment here.
I say goodbye to my sweetness, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so can they be
he puts
closer
the hand
so that
out,
way?
like the, does Thorendir have like a, is it like a bow? Is it a kiss? Is it a, what's the...
Well, I'm pretty sure she's fucking like 6.5 feet tall. So,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure me just standing, like I can kiss her hand without bending my back. But no, Thorendir does.
Yeah, you gotta go on tiptoes just for that.
Yeah, yeah, and
be a titty height in that case.
No, like
we need to be staring straight into her chest.
No, hip height, dude. She'd be like
hip height.
I'm staring,
dude.
I know. I'm staring straight at the Poohs, baby.
Got legs for days. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Thorendir literally, gives it a kiss. Was there a little tongue?
I mean,
only she knows.
I mean, honestly though, too, like she is a worshipper of the Spider Queen. If she didn't have legs for days, I'm pretty sure she couldn't be part of the priesthood.
And now you see, this is all my elaborate plan.
I'll pay that too.
this is all Thorendir's elaborate plan to then now have someone that can always get rid of spiders for him.
It's like your dream woman.
It is.
Sorn will obliterate a spider upon sight because he has great disdain for Loth.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Or maybe
he's not a follower of Lolth.
maybe we can just have that discussion when we walk back. So
Yeah.
you know, because it's just us now. It's like, so Sorn, you do not seem to like Lolth, and that is pretty strange for your kind.
I am a drow only in race. I do not follow their ideals.
Jesus, Pauly, come on, that's a bit racist.
Before we start walking off, I would like to take the priestess's hand and just give it a little lick. Just kiss her hand as she.
And as you're bent over kissing her hand, she kind of like, but between the head, like on the top of the head, between the ears, just gives like the dog pat, kind of ruffle head, kind of scrooch. She's got those like long nails, gives the scritch.
I like this one.
And you see the drow males, like the warriors are like, oh my god, she's in control of that demon. It's at a beck and call. Praise be to Lolth.
Praise be to Lolth.
I'll give it like a big flourishing bow with the wings coming out too. Yeah, I'll go for like a big flourishing bow with the wings coming out too, and then just say, we'll be back as soon as we can, and we will once we've seen these Grims, we will come back for you for this battle, and then from there we will then take you back.
Yes, see the Grim. Surely can't I stay here?
Sorn will Son will bid her farewell, but he would not do it in the same way as her soldiers. He would see her as an equal. So he will bid her farewell, but with respect, as much as the disdain he has.
He will show cute little soldier dance.
She says to him, she says to Sorn, please keep my dwarf alive, Archmage Sorn. We will await your return with the news of the next steps to get home.
Sorn will say the divine will watch over him. Follows the divine. And he'll make his way out.
As we're walking out, I'll literally go to him like, what the fuck, man? I literally thought all her people, were killed and shit. What the fuck's going on here?
We drow are hard to kill.
That's fucking huge, man. It's huge. 30 people, and this is Pauly saying this too. It's fucking huge. 30 people fighting in that battle too will definitely give us a massive one-up on the Pudding King.
Oh, dude, we could go back for the Demogorgon at this rate.
Now you see here, Pauly, my friend.
How'd you hear about the Demogorgon, Sorn?
That was mattering.
Look. We were before we had cast our fate to stone. We had cast a magic link between us. It's a cantrip. You might not know it. And we had conversations. Being in stone could have been 20 years. We're good friends right now. That's all we could do to pass the time. We chatted, you see, and yes, we told him all about the tales. He pretty much, it's almost like he was there.
So it is exactly like I would. I was there for it all. I can see it now. Pauly dropping bombs.
The beer pong movie when it like the big dude dies. He's like, I'm his twin brother.
I'm his twin brother, Gil, instead of.
But if you could all just call me Bill, like it's old times.
It's like we never even lost it.
I guess on the walk back as well, Sorn will just tell the party. I do have knowledge of curses and the like in the magics, but for intensive purposes, I am but a mere sorcerer.
Well, look, we are all a band of mismatched warriors and tinkerers and parrots and bear. Look, you fit right in here, as I said before. There's always room on our ship, and we'll treat you better than that Reynard fellow. I tell you, he's a bit of an odd bloke, that man.
He did seem a bit odd.
I will tell you though, there is only one other person above you, and that is my favorite little exploding gnome.
I fucking hate this gnome.
I'm sure I will too.
Just kick him around. He loves it.
Oh, thank you for the heads up. Here we get a swift kicking in the behind.
My
When we reach your
my
ship.
only saving grace when that Demogorgon destroyed that fish town was I never had to see any of these crazy fish people. And then we got to Gnome, and I'm like, fuck, I would take those fish people any day.
That gnome and I did fucking wonders, all right, with
Man.
Foo Fighters playing in the background, okay?
And yes, I thought setting out coming here to Blindenstone, I would be free of that damn gnome, and now came to a town of them. I think I'm ready to spend a lot more time with your people now than I am these gnomes. Oh my goodness.
Son will also say, I'm quite interested to meet this gnome. I have. Is he a regular gnome?
No.
There's nothing regular about this now.
Oh, so he's a Sverfneblin then.
He's a snurfing something. A snurfing bastard, that's what he is.
All right, Sverf blasted. Works for me.
He'll blow you up the second he has a chance and fucking yell at you the minute you survive.
Hey, what's not to love? Everyone loves a good powder monkey.
We need to switch the tokens as well.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that next time. I'll do that between sesh.
What a good session, boy.
That was really good.
Fucking hey, that was sick.
Look, I don't know how many more Muradin fucking religion rolls I can pull, boys. So I think we've tapped the religion well.
Well, no, the religion well is well and truly open because meta-wise, I am a divine sorcerer who reveres Talos. So we're gonna get lightning.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Motherfucker, I got a diamond hand. That is the coolest thing I've ever fucking
That
seen,
is
dude.
so sick. That
Did
is
a
so
sick
sick.
hammer at one point. Now diamond hand. What's next? Diamond cock.
You know what? Okay, and this is just something out of character that I believe we need to do. We, after this Pudding King shit, are going to in some way give something back to Muradin. We have to do that.
Yeah.
We genuinely have to do that. Like, whatever the fuck it is, but there is a definite tribute to Muradin that must be done.
Well, technically, we have to
Honestly,
just
I
create
think we need a
something.
holiday, but I like that too.
I also just want to point out, if you need good music to fucking jam out to while you play D&D, just listen to the Witcher 3 soundtrack because it came on halfway through the session, and dude, I'm just vibing.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome. Thank you, Daddy.
No worries. Thank you a lot. And thank you to Kate and some of the others I saw in chat before as well. That was good fun. Kate giving us that drow lore. We finally got an answer.
Oh, yeah, Kate.
Her character's from Skullport.
I didn't think it was from Skullport. I thought she trained in Skullport because of the
So maybe
that cantrip.
I don't know if she was born in Skullport, but she's definitely spent a lot of time there for sure, and then came up from Skullport to Waterdeep, I think.
Yes.
But she, if you're watching her, with the aid of Caden, ended up buying the some of the bones, I believe, or the ashes of Zachnafane Duerden.
It was a bone because it's in a
It's in like a
what do you call
reliquary
it?
thing.
That's it.
Yeah. So look, it's all
She keeps it
connected.
around her
It's all
neck
connected,
and,
boys. It's all one world because I can't be fucked making two worlds. They're all in
Caden
the
is
same world.
Caden is very, very worried about Loam and her want to buy the bone of a drow.
I still have that sickle and crescent necklace for her. I
Yeah.
hope I survived that long.
We all
Yeah,
hope
I've
so.
sort of just
Speaking of one world, if they better not go to fucking Sloop to Loop, I tell you, because that place is fucking off the map.
Oh, trust me.
Wouldn't be traveling there.
Trust me, they're quite busy fighting a what was she? An old
Hag.
bitch
A hag.
who operates in riddles.
Riddles and
talking about
puzzles.
Are you talking about the Demogorgon?
No, we're talking other campaign.
So the other campaign that's
Oh.
in Waterdeep at the moment is stuck in the Fae because they went into a haunted house that was controlled by
My
a
haunted
hag.
house That's Aaron
Hey, also,
stole.
guys, just like one last thing with this as well. Maybe we should do a long rest here, and then maybe we've leveled up.
Hmm?
Calm down, Timmy.
Maybe I'll do a vote. Maybe I'll do a vote in the Facebook group. We'll put it to the whims of the people. Put it
How's
to the
that
whims
for
of the
timing,
gods.
boys? My wings arrived.
Oh,
hell yeah.
perfect. I'll have a think
I'm
about it
gonna
between
pick
now and
an
then.
arrive.
Or yeah, I actually got to look back because it's been quite a while that you've been. What level are you now? 5?
5.
Five.
Yeah. We've been level 5. We've been level 5
For a while.
For a while. Pretty much when Ymir, when everything happened, like before Ymir actually, because Ymir was level 5.
Yeah.
Vince,
level
we were
five
in
a
Sloop
while.
de Loop.
Yeah,
We
probably.
left. We
That's a good
left
point,
Sloop
actually.
to Loop. We left Sloop to the Loop. We had like a sleep on the boat.
Mm.
Yeah, we arrived at Blindenstein, I think, on level 5.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And you've done.
Oh, we've done a lot of killing.
Yeah. Yeah, just to make it easier, I will say you can level up between now and next session. So hit level 6, and yeah, have that all ready to go for hopefully next week. If not next week, then or are we all good for Monday next week?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's my
I'm good.
birthday next Monday.
Oh,
Hell yeah! It's my housemate's birthday today.
Do you want to play D&D on your birthday, or would you rather?
Absolutely, I want to play D&D on my
Perfect.
birthday.
I'll get some drinks for you, and I'll have a couple of fucking beers.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Hell
I
yeah.
wish I could drink with you, darling. I'll be fucked because I'll have work the next day. I guarantee.
No, that's
Oh,
okay.
I'll have it too, but I'll have like 5 beers.
Hey Jacob, I'll make a deal with you. I will drink with you next Monday for your birthday. If you drink with me the following Monday for my birthday,
Absolutely.
Oh shit!
we're gonna have a very
Absolutely.
boozy couple of weeks.
Mondays. All right. Well, we'll try and do it again 6:30 if we can. And I think 6:30, 8:30. Hopefully gives people plenty of time to get to bed early in time for work in the next day.
Yay!
And I had an awesome session, guys. Very cool.
Yeah,
Thank you very
it's so
much.
sick.
Did I? Thank you. very
Sawn
much
has
for that.
arrived finally. I know Dylan. We'd been talking about for quite a while how we wanted to get him in. I think he arrived in a pretty cool way. And I guess we'll reconvene next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, same
Hell
spider
yeah.
time, same spider channel.
I'm not working next Monday, so I'll be on time.
I am, but I'll leave early.
Yeah, I'll be home by 4 o'clock, so I'm Gucci.
How about you, Tim? You have your roster for next week?
I get them on Fridays, but I work everywhere every day of the week
That's
now
fair.
these days. So.